Yashodanandana Brayana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jayo Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. हरिनाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, ब्रह्म मध्व गौड़ीय संप्रदाय की जय, इस्कान वर्तमान गुरु वृंद की जय, श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। आई थिंक 2 people will fit. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीम् उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. This comes together, is it? It's reflecting. Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 28th chapter, 37th verse. Okay, we'll manage, you put it. Yeah. शीतोष्णवातवर्षाणि क्षुतत् पिपासे प्रिया प्रिये सुखा दुःखे इतो द्वन्द्वनि आजयत् समदर्शनः शीतोष्णवातवर्षाणि क्षुतत् पिपासे प्रिया प्रिये सुखा दुःखे इतो द्वन्द्वनि आजयत् समादर्शनः शीतोष्णवातवर्षाणि क्षुतत् पिपासे प्रिया प्रिये सुखा दुःखा इति द्वन्द्वानि आजयत् समदर्शनः Sita, cold, Ushna, heat, Vata, wind, Varshani, and rainy seasons, Kshuta, hunger, Pipase, and thirst, Priya, pleasant, Apriya, and unpleasant, Sukha, happiness, Dukkha, distress, Iti, thus, Dvanda Dvani, dualities, Ajayat, he conquered, Samardashanaha, equipoised. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanavinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Through the austerities, King Malaya Dwaja in body and mind gradually became equal to dualities of cold and heat, happiness and distress, wind and rain, hunger and thirst, the pleasant and unpleasant. In this way, he conquered all the relativities. Kindly repeat responsibly. Through austerity, King Malaya Dwaja in the body and mind gradually became equal to the dualities of cold and heat, happiness and distress, wind and rain, hunger and thirst, and the pleasant and the unpleasant. In this way, he conquered all relativities. Purport. Liberation means becoming free from relativities of the world. How Prabhupada explains here very nicely. The first line itself. Liberation means people give so many kinds of understanding. So Prabhupada is very clear. Liberation means becoming free from relativities of the world. Unless one is self-realized, he has to undergo the dual struggle of relative world. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna advises Arjuna to conquer all relativities through tolerance. Lord Krishna points out that relativity is like winter and summer, gives us trouble in material world. In the winter, we do not like to taking bath, but in summer, we wish to take bath twice, thrice, more a day. Thus, Krishna advises us not to be disturbed by such relativities and dualities when they come and go. The common man has to undergo such austerities to become equipoised before dualities. One who has become agitated by relativities of life has accepted a relative position and must therefore undergo austerities prescribed in the Shastra to transcend the material body and to end the material existence. King Malaya Dwaja underwent severe austerities by leaving his home, going to Kulachala, taking bath in the sacred rivers and eating only vegetables like stems, roots, seeds, flowers and leaves, avoiding any cooked food or grains. They are very, very austere practices. In this age, it is very difficult to leave home and go to the forest or Himalayas to adopt the process of austerity. Indeed, it is almost impossible. If one even advised to give up meat eating, drinking, gambling, illicit sex, one will fail to do so. Then what then would a person to do if he wants to go to Himalaya and Kulachala? Such acts of renunciation are not possible in the age. Therefore, Lord Krishna has advised us to accept Bhakti Yoga process. Bhakti Yoga automatically liberates a person from dualities of life. In Bhakti Yoga, Krishna is the center and Krishna is always transcendental. Thus, in order to transcend the dualities, one must always engage in the service of Lord, as confirmed by Bhagavad Gita, 14th chapter, 26th verse. Mam cho yo vicharena bhakti yogena savite sagunan samidan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So one who engages in full devotional service, who does not fall from down in any circumstances, at once transcends the mode of material nature, thus comes to the level of Brahman. If one factually engages in severe service of Lord and Bhakti Yoga, will automatically control his senses and his tongue and so many other things. Once engaged in Bhakti Yoga process with all sincerity, one will have no chance of falling down. Even if one falls down, there is no loss. One's devotional activities may be stunned or choked for time being, but as soon as there is another chance, the practitioner begins from the point where he left. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th chapter, 28th verse, 37 verse. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaudavani Prachadine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakti Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangulangaite girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatadinam Paramananda Madhavam Caitanya. Very interesting point. Hardly any grastas are there. I said hardly. So the point is, yesterday Guru Prasad Maharaj was speaking about our ICC meetings are going on in Vrindavan. He made a very important point to say that ISKCON is growing on a fast growth compared to the whole world. So many are becoming devotees. So unless the seniors become exemplary to the people new coming, then it will be like devotees will be there, but there is no that kind of what Prabhupada wanted. So you have to do something where you can pull all these people sleeping. Maybe they require another time for Bhagavatam class. Adjust one. So as you are all in temple, especially the senior brahmacharis, try to talk to them and find out what is that which is yet so near yet so far. They may have genuine problem, I don't say that. But find out if there is some time where it is a common, where we can extend that so that they can come that time. Doesn't matter, well the children all go, then maybe Bhagavatam class should be there. I'm just trying to find out some opportunities can be explored where they can be part of it. Without association, no chance of going. So one has to be smart enough. Why did Srila Prabhupada bring temples in the cities? He used to just get them up. So he found so many ways of bringing them, Sunday feasts. But today we find communities coming up. And if communities are not doing the way what Prabhupada wants, to an extent, we begin somewhere, then it will be like any other things. Everybody will be on the fence. So it requires charcha, it requires deliberation about how temple should become the leader. Temple should be on the epitome of how we can address this situation. talk to each families, find out what is that, why they are not able to come once a Bhagavatam class other than Sunday. They should be missing on Sunday, other 6 days they should be there. So Sunday could be, they could assist in all other things, rather than the other days could be, good chance for sadhana. Sadhana, bhakti, Bhagavatam, understanding is very, very important. Maybe they can come 1 or 2 days in a week. Try that. Slowly request them, beg them. Find out they maybe have some difficulties. And it can happen. So Maharaj was telling that the seniors. I was just contemplating on the point, why did Varna Shankara is expanding? Because there is a transmigration from the lower animal to higher animal. And there, when they come to the human beings, the human beings, everybody say population is growing. Why the population? Because they are not going back to Godhead. So the numbers are going. It can happen true with devotees too. So number of devotees, temples are increasing, devotees are there everywhere expanding. But where is the concentrating on the quality of the things? So there has to be give and take. But when temple comes in the center, then they have to only think about how we can benefit others than benefiting oneself. That is already there. So we cannot be just satisfied by here. That genuine problem could be there. But there will be some time where some common time for you and them to do some Krishna Katha. So it's a point for deliberation. So these are all the things which we should think about. Why is that they are not here? Why is that? So but here the point what he is trying to make is a vanaprastha, a position of vanaprastha, his prime duty is to see that how he can not renouncing, but understanding that the relativities are all there, he has to face it, because we don't have any forest person to go there. There is something, we have to be in the society, and a sannyasi can be a renouncer. A sannyasi can renounce, but a vanaprastha cannot renounce, but he has to be in the system, but he can adjust to a situation where he has to be in society, but still he can be detached. Dualities. Here the purport very clearly says that Malaya Dvaja in the body and mind gradually in the mind equal to dualities of cold and heat. He conquered the relativities. So we will understand the ground realities of, okay, this is now the age where I am not able to go, but I can know him, I can see him, I can... So you should know where the position is, how much you can be attached, how you can be detached. So these vasanas are all the things which will matter for us. Here he is talking about rain, he is talking about winter, he is talking about unpleasantness, pleasantness. So all this is there. So in terms of, for us, he is talking about tolerance. How do you tolerate all this? So our tolerance level is, when we see so many devotees, if they are not able to progress, that means you should be tolerant enough to communicate with them to come back. So that is what is expected from tolerance. We can't say give it up. Doesn't matter, these are useless guys. A parent, for that matter, is a very good example with their children. Irrespective of what the children are, so tolerant. They take care of them till they are situated well. Even nowadays, even after they get married, still they are so tolerant. They are with them. What will happen? So they are constantly looking at how to protect their children all the time. Even the birds and all don't. But whereas human beings, we are constantly thinking of how we can protect them. What if I'm not there? What will happen? That started with the Dhritarashtra himself. How he was thinking. He lost all the... wow. In time it is open. Dhritarashtra means open the eyes. So you require devotees like Vidura. So ISKCON devotees are all like Viduras. We all should be making an effort of encouraging more and more people to come out of that situation. So how it can be done? It can be done only by tolerating these people, assessing them what is their weakness, assessing them what is their strength, and maybe we adjust like that. A teacher is an expert teacher when he assesses the students and teaches accordingly. Is it not? So, and make him an expert in that. So, Prabhupada goes with the purport, liberation means free from relativities of the world. So, as we are making progress in devotional service, gradually we should see our own parameters, how much we are slowly and not getting attracted towards the materialistic aspects. Slowly, it is not a sudden aspect. There will be there, but nevertheless, if you don't prepare for this, destiny will do it for you. At that time, what you will do, what is the use of repenting? So, going through the Bhagavad Gita process, going through the Bhagavatam and sadhana bhakti, you have to understand that destiny is always at the doorstep. It will cut off our relationship. So, you better be prepared. That doesn't mean here he is explaining you be there, but you should know the relativities of the situation. So, especially coming into the Brahminical class, it is necessary for us to be most tolerant towards the society, towards the devotees. If you shut your door, it is all gone. One has to be very, very careful in assessing the people around us. Well, that the large number of people are outside, but certainly they are also becoming devotees. So when they are becoming devotees, naturally they are required to be uplifted. It takes some time, but nevertheless, this is the place. You are the people who can touch their heart. So you have to find, you have to deliberate on the skill of how to attract people from different ways of life. Everybody has a role to play, and accordingly you have to engage. So, Bhagavatam is not that it is showing the truth of all the aspect of what do you say? Which has happened there, it is also showing now. Now, if you look at this point, it is nothing but the story of Puranjana. So, Puranjana is speaking about, it is actually what you call that. It is, if you see from the viewpoint external, it is actually a symbolic. Nothing is happening. Actually, Bhagavatam is full of realistic. But this particular chapter, it is symbolic. Because it is a dream which is all happening. You see from outside point, the moment he realizes, everything changes. Right, whereas all other pastimes are reality, you are part of it. But in this it's not like that. He is relating this. So that means this is what we have to learn about, okay, what is a realistic society. We can also be like that. So, the highlight of this is that Puranjana, he is talking about Puranjana is the Jiva, or you can call about Atma. So one devotee nicely explains that the Puranjana represents Jiva, and he gets stuck in the material world and tries to enjoy that body. So Puranjana means the person in the material body. So this Puranjana was very attracted towards sex enjoyment. He was very attached to his wife. So, and there is a principle, whatever you think when you die, yam yam vapi smaran bhavan. So if you take that relativity, here it is talking about the same thing. So Puranjana's story is everybody's story, all of our story. But if you are out of Puranjana, then you come to that a person who is telling this story. So devotees of Lord should come and try to explain in a different ways, so that the people get attracted and take up the Krishna consciousness. They may not be able to decide then, but over a period of association, that is the truth. Why the vanaprasthas? Why people about 60, 50? They are not serious in spiritual life. Still they are stuck there. Why is this? Because somewhere or the other, that association or that is not triggered. Some people take it up seriously, some people are there, but they are your recipients. If you let us say 5 families are there here, you can externally, without their knowledge, we can know what they are. But still you are not able to be part of this, means either they are so much involved in their activities, or there is a slacken. So it is necessary for every devotee, a sadhaka bhakta, to make progress under the guidance of Srila Prabhupada and purports like this. Why he is not able to make? That means he reads, it's not digesting. So that he requires a push. He requires a push. So that push can come from a person who is out of that kind of dualities, who understands the situation. Furthermore, so here he is giving the example of Bharat Maharaj, exalted person who was fully dedicated. He left the kingdom, he came, again he got. So there the point is, there is no association. So the crux of the matter is, there is the gap between the 80 houses here or the other, there is something which that association is not becoming stronger. So if that association becomes stronger, that matters a lot. So if Bharat Maharaj got association of the a deer and can dwindle away or can change, what to think of common bhaktas? We are able to transit because Srila Prabhupada gave us such an organization where we all live together. Everybody has a place. So this transaction of knowledge should take place. Also seva should take place. Building up relation takes place. That matters a lot. It's not like an elephant bath. Most of you are now ready to go to Vrindavan. What is that is making you? A great personality is coming. So many devotees are coming. So next 15 days for you is nectar. You will not be thinking, why can't that happen all the time? So even you are going there to get energized. When you come back, you have to analyze here, what is this people around here? How we can make them Krishna conscious. Our aim should be at our senior devotees. Our devotee care teams, they have to understand. But if a devotee care leader, if he himself is not able to transit, what he will make other people transit? So he has to understand there is a point of that cutoff where a devotee came from Mayapur. Last time I met him, he says, I asked, how come you have returned back? He says, I don't find the same Mayapur like before. Cities are better, he said. Because, anyhow, the bottom line is something else. My point is, he did not get what he wants. I feel more comfortable here. So he is taking association another temple and he is okay. So if a person is sitting in a place like Mayapur Dham and he is not able to make progress, so is the problem with the system, not with Dham, or the people there who are unable to get him? In the same way, ISKCON temples can happen. So we should become the epitome of binders. We have to become binders. Bind people. It takes time. We have nothing to lose. We should. Why don't you sit? So the point, what I am trying to say is, we as the temple inmates, as more focused on preaching, we have to make sure that some portion of our time should be spent for these people. Not that they will come searching for you. Arey Baba, Suman Gaur Hari Prabhu, can you give your some time to us? How many people come like this? They come only when they have a problem. So the point, what we have to discuss today is how we can help these people to come to this stage. Dualities, the relativities, they should understand the relativities is where they are sitting is illusion. They have to perform, but this is the place. And they have to find the neighbor also should become happier in life. If they are only sorting out their own problem, what happens to the neighbor? If a parent only thinks about the first son, not think about the daughter, or thinks about the daughter, not the parent, but everybody is Krishna's progeny. So how a parent can give equal time to the children till they are there, till they can. In the same way, we as devotees, we have to make sure that how we can give our quality time after our own sadhana, give some time to others, sit with them, just casual talk to them. Just how are you doing, Prabhu? How can I help you? How can you help me? When a community is coming up, these are all interaction has to be there. Don't make it a Sunday temple. Make it everyday temple so that anytime they can come, we are accessible. A doctor cannot close his shop. He has to put his time. So some of us should have time. You should say, I am got time now. Anybody wishes to come and give me association or take association, they will come to you. Because it is a community which is driving force. So you have to have strategies, opportunities you create for others. Please come. How we can help you? How we can help each other? The deities have expanded. They are doing many things. They will give money. They will come and do some service. They will do everything. But when it comes to the progress and they extending the preaching to others, that may be a little deterrent. And their own sadhana bhakti, how they can be example to others. So Puranjana's philosophy is very, very clear. It's showing and an example with this Jada Bharat. Bharat, then Jada Bharat, what is happening? Other aspect of austerities is that the austerities prescribed here, coming to your Ashtanga Yoga or what is that, Karma Yoga, another Ashtanga Yoga, another is Gnana Yoga. So this is what is recommended there at that time. So going by Ashtanga Yoga and Gnana Yoga, Gnana Yoga is producing so much of Gnana to you, but at the same time when Gnana is practiced, then austerities do come along with that understanding the knowledge. And the knowledge is so vast that the Gnana, whatever he is trying to accumulate, may not be sufficient for him to be delivered in such a way that he may get lost in the present situation. So people, like I was hearing one Shankaracharya talking about, the way he was speaking about the purpose of understanding, that I was not able to relate at all. And he is sitting in a very big position. So they are addressing to an audience who have to be like that. Prabhupada came down to us, down to earth to preach to all of us. Here we are all sitting. But if that person is trying to preach to him at that level, how will he become a devotee? It's not possible. So the messiah of this, this skill work was with Prabhupada. He knew how to touch with the people. So we have to have that implicit confidence in Srila Prabhupada's teachings. By his practice he has shown everything. It's not a big deal. And age was not a factor for him, language was not a factor for him, his diseases, whatever the calamity was not a matter to him, simply was going ahead with this instruction of spiritual master. So if an acharya of that category and his disciples of this, even an iota of their mercy will make progress. Solpam api asya, that's it. Somewhere or the other we have to connect with people with how Krishna consciousness can save this world. Everybody is trying in different places. Sometimes it is so bewildering that ISKCON has everything, but still we are not able to connect with people. So many things are happening. Recently a debate came about one devotee going and meeting another person, some acharya for some other parampara. It became so much debatable that there was such a confusion, they could not come to conclusion why did he go there. Even the person who was giving his own version of why he went there was something was good, something was not good. But why create complications in life? So my conclusion from that topic, which is still going on, was it necessary? Okay, you want to go and meet somebody, go hidingly and finish and come. Na? You have personal agenda with somebody, no problem. Go secretly and come off. But you are making a big thing and it's all becoming YouTube and things like that. It is going to create a rift, disturbance in society. Why I am bringing up all this is, the point is our focus, we just sit with Srila Prabhupada's mission. Yes, sometimes we may have to go to certain things to know, but that has to be done in such a way that it doesn't create a publicity or create a disturbance in our society. Our society is meant for, our meetings are meant for how many books we can distribute, how many temples we can expand, how many devotees can be benefited. This is our discussion. Instead, we are debating on so many other things. Well, I am not out of this, but I am a part of the system. But certainly, we all have to deliberate on this. ICC has to deliberate on this, that we focus what is ICC wants to give this world. Don't expect what they give it to. They have already given. Now it is our prime duty to sit and see how we can penetrate these people around, whether it is colleges, whether it is houses, whether institutions. It matters a lot. So the more we focus on these things, ours is a simple subject matter. As you go further, you will know. So here Prabhupada explains about how that Bhakti Yoga culminates everything into that love and affection which prescribed in Bhagavad Gita. So he is talking about these two things, but Prabhupada concludes with Bhakti Yoga everywhere. What is Bhakti Yoga? Our austerity is nothing but a regulation. That's all, nothing else. We are not forbidden from anything. Everything is regulated. That is all. Plus we are adding Krishna to us. But it is not like you're like Prahalad Maharaj, or it is like Dhruva Maharaj going to all different. So many people did so many things, austerities. But it is all not recommended. Sometimes we go so much deep into it. Sometimes in our own system, I see that more than the theme, we are more interested in the outside aspect. This Chaturmasa is the biggest thing. I have seen many people doing so many things, but when it comes to service, they even forget Krishna, that they make Chaturmasa for him also. So what is this concept of these things? We are simple people. We just follow what is prescribed there. So what I see, there is a deviation of many of our congregation have gone into different, they conclude certain things. That aberration has to be set correct by the temple authorities. You should talk to these people. What are they doing? This is not the way we can go to society. If you go and tell your neighbor we are following all this, he will never even turn up to you. These are all secret work. You do it in your heart, you practice it, but that should not be exposed. Oh, I am doing this, I am doing that. It will not attract people, it will drive them away. Whatever austerities you want to practice, practice inside. Don't make a big thing about it. Make our life simple. Make people, because they are simple people, let them come, enjoy nice kirtan, nice bhajan, nice Krishna prasadam. So they will come a day where they are part of our system. So, most important aspect for us is what Prabhupada did is very important. When Mataji was speaking about, people criticize us, we are doing yoga in America and things like that. But she gave a secret reason for that. It was so impressive for me that we were criticizing, oh yeah, what is all this? But she says, through yoga we have made so many devotees. So now you criticize, oh, Prabhupada never told all this. She is not part of that. She only using as a skill tool to bring them. So many devotees are there. So you have to know how to get people from different categories. Is it not? Suppose you are going to preaching a student from the IIM, your strategy will completely differ. Now I am coming back to the point of grasthas around here. So you develop a strategy how you can build them here. If you don't do that, they will be there, you will be here. The distance will be there, many others will take over. If they cooperate or we cooperate with them, we will do wonders. So create a Vasudeva Kutumbam in this area. Make it a challenge. Let these 5 years be that focus on how many houses we can make Krishna conscious. It is certainly, it's a team spirit. It is teamwork. Each one teach one. So if you are looking at this Puranjana story which is all coming, is nothing but everyone is a Puranjana. It may be not to that degree, we may not be attached to too many women, maybe we are attached to one woman. Maybe we are not attached too much wealth, but at least we are so attached to wealth, at least 3 generations can be okay. I mean, I am trying to say, so we don't know where to put our lid. There is no contentment. When Krishna himself is telling that I am taking care of everybody, you want to look for 4 generation pida, I will, okay, 4 generation money is there. We don't even know that. That story is there. Nah? A person who was trying to protect, he becomes a dog in the house, he becomes a snake. We read that, we don't understand. So why is all this? So it's superficial, understanding, and we speak about it. But the stuff is inside, we are beating the bush. We are only bothered about the skin, this. No. Actually, temple has got everything now. Don't bother about temple. Think about making temple in everybody's house and their heart. Krishna has given enough. Don't worry, it will expand by itself. Because temple is required. Temple is required to attract people. Tomorrow, 18 teachers are coming. The first Damodaraya, they will be exposed. They will be exposed to tomorrow. They will come in the evening. We have to have a separate program for them. And they will light lamp and they will have prasad and go. I think once Swayam Prakash addressed them. Now they are different team. So find a way to gall people, get them engaged, give them slowly you see how things change. So this is the duty of all of us as senior devotees, and take up to how we can reach to thousands of hearts in this. But we can't directly reach everybody. It has to be through somebody. Suppose you concentrate on 3 families, those 3 families will contact 3 more. Each one will contact 3 more. So in that way we can have. So Sumar Gaun Prabhu has come out with a plan that every house we should have this Bhakti Sadan, that once a month they should do program. So that becomes our potential place for people to come congregate around. How many people can come in festivals, they can congregate here, but other days they can do. So from 1 month they can do once a week. So it can find a way, do charcha, Prabhupada will be pleased, Krishna will be pleased. They are thinking of my devotees. If an elder son in the house thinks about the younger brothers, will the parents be not happy? It is the customary. The first son actually dedicates his life to his younger brothers and things like that. In the same way, devotees who are progressing in Krishna consciousness should be focused on how to get the best other people into Krishna consciousness. So there is always variegatedness. So each one in different level they are. So according to that we can preach. But don't put a Brahmastha on a new person coming with the 4 regulative principles, for this is what we are doing, you should leave this. That's all gone. Well, I'm just talking about, sometimes it's a proud thing for us, oh, we do all this. But it's detrimental also. Who is telling you to say all this? You do it, you practice it, it's necessary. But at the same time, it is necessary for them to bring them up to this level. So in conclusion, so the Vanaprastha renounces, but he does not renounce his wife. The point is there. But nevertheless, he has to do his austerities. So word Vanaprastha means going to the forest. So in the ancient time, going to the forest means you did austerities. But nowadays, going to the forest, setting up a tent is not possible. Okay? But this type of going to the forest is little different. You don't even cook food there. You don't have, everything is no grains and things like that. You look at the roots. So it's so difficult. So it's quite an austere life for husband and wife. So they may build a little house of leaves and branches and sleep on floor. But is it possible now? So therefore, here that to renounce, to liberate, liberation means no more taking material bodies. And that means you have to destroy all your karma. So once that destroyed, then you get the karma. What is that? Sukarma? What is that? Sukriti. So it means you have to destroy all the desires to exploit this world. Your material desires. Desires are there to facilitate your progress. But if desires are there to exploit this world, is a problem. How sensitive it is. He is not negating anything. Everything has to be there. You can desire, but it has to be in tune with which will not disturb your peace of mind. The more the money, the more problem with income tax. Is it not? Then the wealth tax. So many things come. At the same time, if the wealth and the money is seen through Krishna consciousness, do roti ka sawal hai. Get up in the morning, little food, in the morning, in the evening, and whatever little association we get, and that's why back to Godhead. So how many people on 60 can do all this? Or 50? It's consciousness which matters, it's not the age which matters. So it is necessary. So both happiness and suffering of material world will cause more and bondage. Therefore, Prabhupada explains in the purport that the liberation from material world of dualities of suffering and happiness are difficult to overcome. Still, there is an easier process, that is Bhakti Yoga. And to do these austerities like I came is impossible. Therefore, Bhakti Yoga is the easiest way for coming out of this Puranjana's illusion, and the life is that. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All of you are Pandits, so you can open out. I'll also hear. Time correct, no? 9 o'clock? So the floor is yours now. Murari, you are the man here, hero, the oldest of the lot. I am following you. Tell me. I didn't say, Shastra says. I just shared with you. So what he should do is, all this, put some photos and send it around our community, send us those things. I am talking about you did correct, no problem. But you should talk about yourself also. Whether your consciousness is changing. I am not telling you, means in general. I am looking at how to inspire our congregation to also uplift this kind of nature about the Puranjana's story. So then you should go and surrender to Swarun, Gaur, Hari and Swayam Prakash. They will tell you what to do. So it is, I am giving you, I shared with you who is Puranjana. So if you identify yourself as Puranjana, then you will come out of it. Then you will become Malaya Dhoja. Very simple. It is connecting. All these aspects about, and there is Bharat Maharaj in between. Well, you can see, even an exalted person, if he doesn't have association, pussy will go. Huh? Impossible, is it not? And a person who is fully fixed up, it will not bewilder them. So, person who carries Krishna with him, like Vidura, wherever he is carrying Krishna with him, it will not, because they are out of their dualities. If you look at all these people, they are out of duality. There are second level devotees like Vishwamitra and different people. Certainly they were bewildered, but still Lord gave them association. So there are certain things, great yogis, Brahma Rishis, even Vashishta for that matter. So they are all there. So to see. But a pure devotee comes from Narada Muni. So our parampara is looking at that which matters. Sometimes Narada Muni also gets bewildered about his own understanding. Then Krishna has a way to show what it is. You know that story of Narada Muni taking water? Going out. He says, now you think of me. He never thought about him. These stories are a lesson for all of us to not become puffed up. Not that Narada Muni, I don't have capability to tell him, but that story relates to that. That when Narada Muni said, how come you are telling that all these people who are there, you adore them more than me? I'm always taking Narayana's name all the time. How come is that? Okay, no problem. They were all ordinary people, they were doing. This is a very related story for us, that many people who are here, they don't know about Krishna. But they're just following certain things. But when Krishna comes, everything gets regulated. Okay, now when he is telling that, see, they are just doing this work, they're normal people. But I am always thinking of you spending your glories, but you are telling there like that. Then he said, okay, 1 minute, you wait. Because when you have prarabdha karmas, when you have this karma kanda, we are part of it, we are bound by these laws of karma to do all these activities. These modes of passion is there. No? So in that, from previous life, we have accumulated certain type of body. So to get out of that, it takes time. That can be done by the external association. Because prarabdha karmas cannot be washed off other than a pure devotee's mercy. So now we are in this world, if you say it's very difficult, no, it is not. This is a chance for a human being to come up to that level. So you have to make that sincere effort. For devotees also it's very difficult to chant, so many devotees do come. But we have to encourage each other and to go. There is no solution other than continuing sadhana bhakti. There is no other way, there is no magic man. So, all these exalted pastimes which are there in the Bhagavatam, which are very true for us, should enlighten us more and more to, yeah, this is going to happen to everybody. Difficulties in life is, the moment difficulties come, you should think of Pandavas. The difficulties come for Kunti when you realize that what has happened, husband is not there. When the husband dies in the family, then you should understand, think of Kunti as for devotees. How did she live? So life goes on, even though, but when you have a realization, it happens. Then go to a place where children they lose, they get bewildered. Then talk about Chitraketu. He also lost. It's not that they have not gone through, but when you read such pastimes, it consolidates. Yeah, this has happened to them, it can happen to me. So we have to motivate them in that way, that pastime. It's not that best thing is Draupadi. She lost all her children. But nevertheless, she forgave Ashwatthama. Is it not? So the point is, our devotees, we all have into problems. We also into problem. When there is no money problem and people don't do proper service in the temple, it's a problem. So at that time, we have to understand how each devotee in what parameter, what degree is. Then if we had a thermometer, we could know how much bhakti is there, how much. It's not there. That's only by practice, only by, we can see palena parichayate. We can see how much he is making, how much he is progressing by his behavior. It matters. They have wonderful devotees who can make wonderful things. Conclude, Swamiji. I'm sitting for both of you. We all have hope with you. Huh? So, create in the heart. You can't create one prasthashram. You can create it in the heart. Make devotees understand wherever they are. That's what he says here. He's talking, Maladhwaja could go to the forest. But here people, they cannot go to the forest. They have to be here, slowly cultivate them, then they will live. It is not that. There was one devotee who was telling me, very clear, I'm also talking to devotees who can, be more into it. So in that devotee said, one more year, Prabhu, that's it, I'm with you. They had certain responsibilities they want to complete, and he did it, he is doing it. So there are people who can do it, but there is no, for you only Vanaprastha ashram is walk from there to here. Krishna Prastha, it is not Vanaprastha. It is ISKCON Prastha. No way. They have solution, everything here. Give a beautiful smile, hear them out, and that's it. Give them that quality time. We can give many number of classes and things like that, fine, that's all there. But you have to choose some people and give them quality time, where you can say this is very important. That's how people land up in IIT and different people, how they come up. They are very focused. In the same way, identify some people and take them on board. Next 2 to 3 years, it may take 5 years also. But then they'll be ready. So that is our austerity, to giving them, identifying them, and things like that. So it is, I was going through this purport, it mattered a lot for us, because Prabhupada says that duality is there everywhere. And you are the best example, you are still there, then what is going to be? There are wonderful devotees who go to different places. They are very Krishna conscious there, but it's limited. So it has to go. My nephew, he is a super surgeon. They made him a temple president of Montreal. I asked him, how will you balance all that? But it is circumstances which is making, they don't have anybody. But because he is serious Krishna consciousness, I don't know whether time comes or not, but they have put him in that saddle. He is very serious in Krishna consciousness, there is no doubt about it. But his profession does not allow. But still the GBC is there, decided to give. So the point is, there is potency. Once responsibility falls on us, then we'll change. We'll make some accommodations, little adjustment. Like that Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj pushed me, you push. In the same way, I think, work on this. Devotee care is going on, that's fine. But there, call some devotees and just talk to them, how are you Prabhuji? In that way, we can understand what is that which is making them. They may not be able to decide everything. What do you think? We can't decide everything what we are doing. We will go in that direction. Because that Vyamoha is there, no, the blood will speak like that. But in front of us, our parents have gone, our brother, everybody has gone different places, but still we are still there. So the consciousness of ISKCON devotees should be how we can make everybody Krishna consciousness. Difficulties are there 100%. But who can leave the difficulties? Only Krishna can help us out. But if you don't pray only, then what will happen? We have to pray to Krishna, please help me out. Help me first, then we can make others. This discussion has to happen with senior devotees, how to go out of the box. It can happen. Otherwise, we will be stuck there. There will be some people may progress. But that is not expected. Just like Maharaj said, where is the boiling the milk? He talked to an audience of so many presidents are there, all. So he was telling that, you have to become charged. So our now is, see, whenever we have a project, when we don't have a project, then we are preaching, consolidating. But once a project comes, then we are putting our energy there. For I am talking about how responsibility would be. Once a temple is done, then our whole dynamics has to change, not to get more money for maintenance. No, it is to be how to make more devotees. Money will come. A time where Prabhupada said, if nobody is there for aspect, you can close it for out for preaching. Deities can be locked. He didn't make everything so on top priority, but he said Harinam Sankirtan, book distribution is top priority. But if facility is done, everybody does their work. So it is the prime duty of the temple and temple management to evolve various methods to engage people. So our challenge is how to get the congregation on board to support in way where win-win situations. All right. Swam Prakash, you're making notes? Yeah.
Those who stay here full time can do that very nice.
So he is not here, so he is in.
I should do that.
No problem. I just recently went to his place. He's doing a wonderful job and wonderful seva. And he is done in seva, now he is getting exported to another place from there. Or they are importing or you are getting exported. Manipal. See, these are the places where a transit, there should be a kind of a short circuit preaching there. Because they are only there 2-3 years fast. So you should put so fast into them that wherever they will go, they will succeed. So we should have that short service commission, you know, in defense it is there, short service commission. They will only go for 10 years, then they will come out. So like that. So some places it is a transit crowd. But when temple is full, Namanishta, he has to put a lot of effort to get people there. When temple comes up, it is everything. Otherwise, Bhuta, Preta will come off, or 33 crore Devatas will come off. Because they will come and worship, they will come, wherever Krishna is there, they will come. So it is like that. So thank you very much.